Good morning, folks. I'm Pete Smith. This is the First Church of Mars. We're going to continue with the Gospel of Thomas. I really like the Gospel of Thomas. It's just things that Jesus said that he wrote down and recorded for us so that we could hear what Jesus said. And he wasn't included in the King James Version or whoever thought up what books should be in the Bible. I think it was the Catholic Church, but I'm not sure. But Thomas didn't make it. They said, no, this guy's too far out, because he was what they call Gnostic. And, he believed more that we all had a seed of God in us, a power, and that I don't think the church liked that idea, that we were all sons of God. That we were all children of God, actually children of God, that we have the genetics in us. Let's take a look at Thomas's number 9. Number 9? Number 9? Little Beatles reference there for those of you that love the Beatles. Number 9. Jesus said, "Now the sower went out, took a handful of seeds, and scattered them. Some fell on the road. The birds came and gathered them up. Others fell on the rock, did not take root in the soil, and did not produce ears. And others fell on thorns. They choked the seed, and worms ate them. And others fell on the good soil, and it produced good fruit. It bore 60 per measure, and 120 per measure." Now, what is Thomas saying here? What is Jesus saying? What is Thomas saying that Jesus said? Well, he's saying Jesus told this story about the seeds, and that pretty much 25% of the seeds are going to flourish and survive and produce good fruit, but the other 75% are not. And so it reminds me that not everyone that I meet in my daily travels, in my life, in my daily life, has got it, has the seed growing inside, the connection. God seeded us. Yes. Just like we're going to Mars, guys. We're bringing this to Mars. But God seeded us. And not all the seeds took. And not all the people that we meet in our everyday, in fact, most probably, because it says here, he gives 4 examples. And one of the examples bears fruit. So that means the other 75% did not bear fruit, or did not take. The seeds did not take for whatever reason. And I feel like perhaps I need to be aware of that connection when it's there, and also be aware that sometimes the connection is not there and I should just move on. Because some of the seeds did not take, and they may never take, and I probably am not the one that's going to help those seeds grow. And it's not, a hard choice. It's something that I know pretty much inside pretty quickly. If I am connected to God, the Father, I can kind of tell who else is connected when I meet them. And even those that are not connected but have the potential to be connected, I can kind of feel it. And I can kind of feel when I meet those that are just not connected and I will not be the one to connect them. I just know it. I just know that I'm either wasting my time, or it's a dangerous situation, or it's just not going to happen. They haven't been seeded, so to speak, or the seed hasn't been growing, or didn't take, or it's just not there. It fell on the road. The birds gathered it up, or it got choked and the worms ate it, and it fell on a rock and just never took root. So what I'm working on today is being aware of that connection, and identifying that connection, and realizing that not everyone that I meet is going to feel the same way, They're not going to, may not have the connection. They may not feel the connection. They may not want the connection. And that's okay. But for me not to be wasting precious time, life is short, let's say, and we don't have unlimited resources or time on this earth. So I need to sometimes just realize, move on. Just move on. They're not going to get it. And that's okay. Well, that's all I have time for today, guys. I'm going to show you my little setup since it is a windy day here in Port Isabel. We're facing SpaceX launch tower today. Nice view. Oh, they did move a Starship 24, I think, out to the launch pad. So they are preparing. And today is the Sunday before Memorial Day. I think it's the 28th today. No, it's the 29th. So the FAA should come down with their ruling today, tomorrow, Tuesday, I'm not sure when, about whether SpaceX can launch or not. And so I think they're going to say yes. I think we're going to have a launch. And, you know, this is a big one, guys. This is what, you know, Elon Musk is attempting to send a heavy, heavy ship into orbit, you know, heavy. And this is how Mars is going to be settled, by using heavy transport ships. So that's what he's doing. Let me show you the setup, because it is very windy here often in Port Isabel. And when I just show you the launch tower or the SpaceX factory, so to speak, the place where they build the rockets, the production site, I do that because it's so windy here. I'm behind a little foam box so that you can hear me and the microphone isn't completely distorted. I'll show you. Hang on. So that's what we got, guys. Yeah, also the Kitty Hawk, the USS Kitty Hawk, is going to be coming right through this channel, right here, right where I'm showing you. And it's going for scrap. It's going to the scrap yard in the port of Brownsville. And it goes right by here, right past this waterway. Right out there, the Kitty Hawk's gonna go by, and I'll get some video of that on its way to the steel graveyard where they will cut up the ship into scrap metal. Hey, want to thank all those service personnel that gave their lives. This is Memorial Day weekend. Thank you guys for giving us freedom, for fighting for our freedom. And I promise that I will not give up my freedom in honor of you. I mean, I'm going to honor what you've given us and not so readily give up my freedom to this, whoever wants to take it away. They're going to have a hard time. That's partly why I moved down here to Texas, because Texas seemed like it was a little more free than when I was back in New Jersey. So guys, have a blessed Memorial Day tomorrow. Blessed Memorial Day weekend. I'm Pete Smith. Thank you so much for tuning in to First Church of Mars. Have a great day. God bless.
self-express.